So the Tour de France 2025 game is right around the corner, and today I'm going to be reacting to the official trailer and dive deep into the secret new features that's gonna change this game forever. Let's go. Thanks to Nakon, I was probably with all these things early, both the trailer and all the other stuff. But by the time this video is uploaded, everything's gonna be public anyway, so you can go find it yourself as well. Let's just watch the trailer. I haven't watched this, and I'm excited to see. Oh. Okay. New graphics. Hell yeah! You see the environment? Oh, crisp, clean. The models, like the what's it called? The Cyclist models are still the same, but the environment has been updated. Just for reference. A new era. Oh yeah, a new era. Hell yeah. First person looks great. The lighting is so much better as well. And look, wait. Just give me a second here. The trees look like actual trees. Hold on, we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves here. The trees look like trees. They're not just polygons or whatever. Oh yeah. Moving in the right direction, 100%. There it is, available June 5th, 2025. About when on the cover, love to see it. So first of all, they have a dev blog where they sort of explain both this year and what's been happening the previous years. We all know that not many changes has happened the previous years or so. And there are actually good reasons for that. I didn't know them myself, but I do now. They have been working on updating the graphics for years now, actually since 2021 apparently. And switching the game engine as well, which proved to be really troublesome. I'll link the devlog in the description down below so you can read it all yourself. But to make it short, a lot of issues, a lot of different things that just didn't go according to plan for them. As they state themselves, with Unreal Engine, race state is now appear more realistic, with detailed shadows, better reflections, and vast panoramic views of mountainous landscapes filled with diverse vegetation. We've also improved various effects, such as water surfaces, wind particles, and more. So what was their goal for this year's game? Well, they say it right here. Our primary goal for this year with Unreal is to achieve a graphical leap forward while preserving as much content as possible. Fully leveraging Unreal's potential would have delayed the visual upgrade further, which we want to avoid. The transition is ongoing and we still have many improvements to make. And now, the big one, the one that every single person on the entire planet who's played the game has asked for. Our next priority is enhancing the Cyclist models and animations for greater realism. I've been a very big advocate for advancing the graphics of the game, very much because that's what I see turns a lot of people off not playing the game, because it looks like an old game, the graphics aren't great, it looks like PS2 game. That's what the kind of comments that I see. And so to appeal to a wider audience, the graphics would be what was needed to change first. And so to see that happening, personally for me, is really great. Because in the terms of making the game bigger and more popular, graphics are unfortunately the most important part at the moment. Purely because the graphics were so very outdated. And I know a lot of people want new features, new stages, etc, but that won't really bring in new players. And we also have some screenshots of the game here, as you can see, that I can show you. You can see the trees look like trees. Like, oh, look, there's texture. The grass there's texture. There's stuff you can, it's like you can feel it this time, you know? It's just nice to see. It makes the immersion a lot better. And this overall view as well, the leaves, it just looks like what a game of this generation should look like. Aside from the Cyclist models, again, they said they'll be working on that. Aside from that, because they're still outdated, of course. But we have a little first person here as well. We got, I guess we have more, what's it called? More motion blur as well. Love it. And the lighting is a big part as well. Also because the cinematic aspect is, believe it or not, a huge aspect of the Tour de France itself, if you ask me. Like, just the beautiful sceneries and whatnot that you see during the Tour de France in real life is a big aspect of it. And this also helps bring that into the game, because that previously wasn't really there, you know? Again, the model's still the same. Also, the spectators are still the same as well. They didn't say anything about that in the dev log or anything. if they will change. I would assume they will change at some point. Personally, I would prefer the riders to change first, for sure. As opposed to the spectators, they can come later, maybe. Something to distinguish the different riders. It doesn't need to be like FIFA, where every single rider has scanned their face and stuff. I think that might be a bit overboard to begin with, right? But just smaller details that they look slightly different. You know, maybe someone has a beard, I don't know, maybe some glasses, something like that. Something to show this is that, this is Pogacar, he's got hair sticking out his helmet, you know, this is Pogacar. That would be nice, actually. Especially, like, specific things like that to distinguish at least the higher tier riders, like Pogacar, Wout van Aert, De Vingegaard, etc. That, I think, is the most important part going forward, graphic-wise. Here we can see a little different kind of weather. It's not as sunny, it's more like misty and stuff, but this year weather doesn't have an effect on the game itself. They did also say that they're working on weather effects to play a big part in the game as well, which is also very high on my list on what should be in the game, because that adds a lot of variety to the game that it really needs. And basically, I think everyone who's played the game also think weather, please, some rain, some, I don't know, something that could impact the race a little bit. We have wind every now and again in some races, but that's about it. And now for the maybe even more exciting point, new features. Give me a drum roll, please. We have the ability to play against friends online in multiplayer. I have been asking for this for so long. I've been asking for all these things, it's great. In Tour de France 2025, you can now create your own private games and challenge your friends directly on the roads. Create your own settings and game options, choose the type of stage you want and the length of the race, and prove your supremacy on any field. Whether it's a stage win or a fight for the yellow jersey, every race is the perfect opportunity to show off your skills against the opponents of your choice. We had the online mode last year, which it worked, but you couldn't really invite people, and this and that ended up being pretty repetitive and so on and so forth. In the online mode, you have 5 rankings: the yellow, the green, the white, and the polka jersey. I don't remember exactly what you have to do to gain each jersey. It says it in French right here, but I don't understand French. I remember it's something about winning online, you get higher rating for the yellow jersey, and if you win a lot in a row, like if you have a streak, it might be the green jersey, something like that. And that way you can compete against other people, which is really nice. But I just want to focus on the ability to create private games and invite friends, which I once again think is awesome. I have plans of doing stuff like tournaments, etc. when the game comes out, for anyone to join, really, and hopefully, you know, the multiplayer works. Thank God, please. Please work, because if it works, I have plans of doing stuff like that, which I think is really cool, and doing some community stuff with you guys and just people who play the game in general, and just have fun. So I think it's great. I'm really excited, if you couldn't tell. And you get new rewards as well, new race of the moment and descent of the moment, redesigned home menu, new graphics options, added accessibility options for colorblind users, smoother navigation in the peloton. Yes, because the amount of times that I'm stuck at the back of the peloton and I can't come through, I hope that's what they mean by it, because it drives me insane. And they reworked the sprint of AI. Okay, interesting. But we're not done with new features just yet. There is also a new way to refuel. Tour de France 2025 introduces an entirely new refueling mechanism, revolutionizing race strategies. From now on, at the start of the race, you'll only have access to one type of feed, so it's crucial to plan your efforts carefully. Once you've passed the feed zone, you can choose between Energel and Turbogel, and use whichever you like. Turbogel now gives you immunity for a few seconds, allowing you to attack without losing energy. It's up to you to make the most of this new mechanic to lead your rider to victory. Now, you only have one type of feed, so my assumption is Energel is like blue gel, really, of the current game, where I think it's good. I'll have to try it myself before I can fully make an opinion on it, but I'm not mad at it. It just, the only thing I see about it is, like Energel Turbogel, it's kind of more like a power-up, which takes a bit of the realism out of the aspect to a degree, if you ask me. Like gel, I mean, it's not realistic that you take gel and suddenly you can just attack for a minute, right? But like gel is like a physical thing that riders do take in real life, whereas this seems different. Maybe it's just the way it looks that looks more like a game, which it is a game at the end of the day, but I don't know how I feel about it. The feature itself is good, I think, but I don't know how to explain it. Hopefully you know what I mean. But anyways, that was the final new feature. Now we have new races. Oh yeah. Set out to conquer new cycling races in the Tour de France 2025. Discover the Flèche de Wallonne. Take part in the original circuit Grande race and discover the stages that make it up. So a lot of new stuff to this year's game for sure. I think we're moving very much in the right direction with all this. This is just the start, really. There's a lot more to come in the coming years, which I'm really excited about personally. Hopefully you are too. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of all these changes and new features, etc. And also, I've got the opportunity to interview the creators of the game, but I lack questions, which is where you guys come in. If you guys have any questions you want to know, you want to ask the creators, the makers of the game, put them in the comments down below. I'll be looking for them. And I would advise everyone to go look for the comments and then like whichever comment you think is a good question that you would want me to ask. I want to do it this way because I feel like it's better to ask the community for questions than just me, because I probably definitely have different questions than just the entire community itself. And I feel like a lot of you guys watching have questions that I wouldn't even really have thought of, but are actually really good to ask. So please do write some questions down below and like each other's questions and etc, etc. And I'll be taking a look through them and I'll be choosing some of the most popular ones and some of the best ones. So yeah, that's about all for me today, I think. And if you're someone new, subscribe to the channel, you know? Come on, subscribe. And I will see you all next time with another video. Take care and peace.